Hello, this is Tim Rodas. I'm project manager on the HortIM project. That's for horticulture instructional materials. This is a repository for online instructional materials that can be used in classrooms, laboratories, and outreach education by horticulture professionals and general public. The resources in this site are available for your use, but now let's talk about your contributions. Let's start by looking at the HortIM website at hortim.ashsmedia.org. It's important that you get an understanding of what the project is about. You can do that through browsing, about, submissions, submitting, and resources. To browse the site, you would want to look at the different items that have been uploaded into various collections. Collections are the categories that we keep for that we have identified for uploading an article, a bulletin, a case study, a fact sheet, instructional video, lab exercise, or teaching module. I would start with the browse, get to know some of the items. Recently added items are listed on the front page here. In addition to, you can browse by looking through the list of items, the list of collections, so all those bulletins that have been uploaded. About is important because it's going to give you background information about the project as well as the upload instructions. The upload instructions, I'll walk you through briefly here. You will need to create an account in order to upload your materials. Look at the form I'll share with you in a minute here about what's required, and make sure you have all those ready when you are ready to upload. It's pretty much a one-step process. Create the account and then upload the materials. We'll review those after you have paid for participation. So to contribute an item, there will be common requirements in terms of title. What is the title of your piece? The author description, learning goals associated with that, appropriate audiences, key references, cited or suggested. They may not have been part of the original publication. A list of credits, keywords, source URL if the item is available online, and a PDF file for upload if that's appropriate. For the case study, lab exercise, instructional video, and teaching module, we'd also like you to provide supporting presentation materials when used in the class or used in an extension program, and a basic set of questions or an assignment that students would be given after looking through the case study, lab exercise, instructional video, and teaching module. Okay, so that was in the About section and the upload instructions. Under submissions, we have examples in terms of the what's required, what's the description of an article for HortIM terminology, what are the required resources. So these commonly shared ones are going to appear on each page. The review criteria, what are we looking for, is spelled out here, and the format and presentation requirements. So for each of the types of submissions that you're considering, and if we go down to a teaching module, they share the common set, but then notice of 10 common items, but then supporting presentation materials, a basic set of questions, or an assignment for a teaching module are two more required criteria. The content and the format and presentation is provided. So let's talk about submitting. Please read our terms of service. We've spent a good deal of time looking over this, as well as comparing to other similar services. HortIM, through uploading, you're agreeing that we're allowed to share this with others and that they may use it in their teaching and extension programs, not for commercial gain, obviously. HortIM will not collect personal information. We'll only use that information in terms of your accessing the site, or a visitor who's accessing the site, frequency of using of the site, what are they looking for. The other information in terms of the items contained here are very general relative to academic standards go. We're not trying to claim copyright only on the use of this product that you have uploaded and sharing it for others. In order to upload an item, you'll need to create a guest account. Create a guest account begins with typing in a username, no spaces, 30 characters or fewer. So if I was going to type in a new username, maybe I would be new user 100, just to pick a number. Display name, then Tim Rodas. The email, if I put in my current email, it would indicate that that's already being used. So I'll go xxx@osu.edu just for demonstration purposes. Give yourself a password. Now, in my case, my Macintosh system is recommending a password. That's a very secure password, and it'll remember that. To verify you're a human, read that. In this case, it worked out to be 917. That'll change with each upload. And then register. I'm not going to register this account because there's a bogus email right there. But you will receive confirmation email that your valid information has been accepted and will forward you an acceptance message at that website. Now you're ready to submit. Now, because we haven't logged in yet today, I'm given the prompt, you must create an account or log in. If I had the account created from just a second ago, I would use those credentials. I'm going to log in with a guest account that I have created. And what this will do is allow me to walk through the submission process. Now, the submission process begins with selecting what type of item do you want. Article, bulletin, case study fact sheet, lab exercise, teaching module, instruction video. Let's say I want to upload an article. I'm not going to have a complete article to upload here, but a name given to the resource. What was the title of the article? Who is the author? What is a description? Use description to describe the article, not to just repeat what the article has, but to describe it. Learning goals for the item. HortIM is about instructional materials for teaching and extension programs in which what is the audience benefit? I suggest that you phrase learning goals relative to what the audience will learn. Be very valuable. Appropriate audience, this would be age, industry, use scenarios that would describe what the product, your instructional material is how it's going to benefit them. A list of credits, if appropriate. A list of references, key references cited or suggested, meaning that they were in the publication or that you would strongly suggest that people be aware of them. Keywords relative to the project, the subject matter, the industry, perhaps. Source URL if an item is stored online. So if an item is stored online, begin with http:// and then complete the rest of the address. This will be a link to that item. We won't, say you have a published fact sheet. If you want to provide us with a PDF copy of that, that would be wonderful. Otherwise, give us the URL where that exists and we'll point at that object. Upload a file optional. Choose a file. What that will allow us to do is to indicate what resource you have in terms of uploaded a document, say a teaching lesson material might be a Word file. So publish my contribution on the web. I check that, means you're providing us with the ability to share that resource and you agree. I agree to the terms. And there's a checkbox. I agree to the terms and conditions. And then you're ready to contribute. Following receipt of this form, I will receive as the project manager that a new item has been added to the system. I will then forward that over to the editors who will start the review process, and we'll hear about that in the next section. Thank you very much.